Greetings, dear one. This is Reverend Ruth on Storybar with Angel Healing Ministries, and basically, I am here to say how are you and all, and how you're all doing. I do have a quick message that I want to share with you. It's been it kind of is very related to what's been going on with me and my family. So basically, I want to talk about surrender and faith, and surrender and faith is very important in many ways because when you surrender something you do it because you're either overwhelmed or you just can't, you feel like everything's just piling up on you / overwhelmed. And you have to have faith. These past few weeks with everything going on with the house and everything, our family's been in a lot of turmoil. It's been in a lot of craziness going on here with the house. And I just have to remember what what Joel said. And, I love Joel Osteen, and that, when things basically what I heard today, because I was going through a lot of challenges, and today I heard Joel say something along the lines is when things are so big, it usually means you're getting closer to your destiny, and it just means that the other side, if you want to call it that, is trying to what's the word I'm looking for, is trying to get in the way of your destiny, basically. I have no idea what that's going to be right now. But there was a lot going on these past few weeks. That's why you haven't seen me in a while. And I wasn't sure if I would have the strength to even go through doing a video. But I'm beginning to realize, too, that when things get to a point where they get this crazy, it's just better to say, Mother, Father, God, I surrender. Or however you want to call it, or God and Goddess. I surrender this all to you. I surrender this all. Every single thing. I let go, I let it all go, and I give it to you, Mother, Father, God. And it's not an easy, when everyone's going through situations like this, and I'm sure there are a couple more of you people, I mean, it may not be the exact situation me and my family are going through right now, but I'm sure there are other situations that your families are going through as well. You're just going to have to, when you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, my friends, you just have to say, I surrender. I surrender it all to you, Mother, Father, God, or whatever you feel comfortable saying. And when you do that, it lifts off a big burden, basically. And that's what I'm basically, trying to do. I'm trying to stay positive and be faithful about it and have faith. And I know that this is just, it's just part of my journey that this is going on. And all of us have these moments in our lives where things get overwhelming, challenging, and we just like, oh my goodness, I can't do this, I can't handle it, oh my gosh, it's just too much done. Or you start blaming, Mother, Father, God for everything when you're not really, you're just because of your anger, you're feeling like there's emotional anger issues, angerness going through you, and fear, and depression, anger, just all these things come up as an emotion with some people. But the main thing you got to do, my friends, is surrender it to Mother, Father, God. Once you surrender it, then you just leave it in their hands to handle whatever the situation is, my friends. And it does feel better, because for some reason today I started to feel this sense of peace of what's going on and what's happening here. And once you feel that sense of peace, it means you just gave it all up to Mother, Father, God when you surrender. And after you surrender, the next step is faith. You have to have faith that it's all going to work out, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel for this kind of situation, that yes, this may be challenging, but I can handle it, because as you know, my friends, God doesn't give us more than we can handle. It may feel like that at times. It may feel like that at times, but it doesn't necessarily mean, my friends, that there's no way out, although you may feel that way, because there is. And you just got to keep in mind that before that super boom, if you want to call it, so that there'll be the valley, and there'll be a dry spell, and then you'll go through that dry spell, and it feels like nothing's happening. Oh my goodness, nothing's happening, and you're like, where are you, God? What happened? Why am I in this position? Why did you put me in this position? And a lot of people wind up yelling at Mother, Father, God because of what's going on. But the truth is, again, God doesn't give you more than you can handle, although it may feel like that. I mean, I've been listening now to Joel Osteen for quite some time, and a lot of his stuff makes sense. And I really do admire him for everything that he does, and he does make me feel better when I hear him talking, you know. I stay upbeat, I stay positive, I have faith, and you know, that's how it works for me. But some of you have to, have to find your own way through everything, because Mother, Father, God is there for you. And you got to think of it, and I had a friend remind me this, you have a great support system behind you. And you may not notice that at first when you're going through this valley of rain and storms right and left, and you may not realize you have a support system, and you might forget, and then some of you may fall into sadness or despair. It happens to some of us, not all of you, but there are probably just a few of you out there that might be going through this right now. Just know that you have a support system. Take the time to meditate. And if you really need to do so, ask God, what's the next step? I don't know what to do. Help me. And what happens, God will respond either way. You need it be in dreams or through somebody else. You never know. Because when life throws you curveballs, my friends, it can be challenging. But don't give in to fear. Don't give in to depression. Remember how we talked about in another video, my friends, how breaking up with anxiety, breaking up with this depression and fear, and all the, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can think of all the things that you would break it off from and letting go of. And it does, it does feel harsh, but you got to know and keep in mind in your heart and in your soul. Having faith is a big, important part of our lives, my friends. When we have that faith, it makes it a little bit easier to move through situations. You may not feel like it at the moment, but you may take a break from the real world for a little bit. But when you do that, just take that time to go within and meditate and think of what you could do next. Ask Mother, Father, God, or your guides, whatever you want to call it, or the Universal Spirit, what's my next step? Because your next step will appear. You may have a whole lot of stuff happening, like this family's been going through right and left, but we have to keep in mind, my friends, that at the end of this dark tunnel that we feel like we're walking through, or if you feel like you're walking through, there's always a light in the dark tunnel, my friends. Just don't give up. Keep moving forward, because God is there to help you through. You just have to have faith in that, my friends. God is there. God is never far, because God is right there waiting for you to help you, pull you through, my friends. So when it comes to things overwhelming you, just surrender it to Mother, Father, God, and hold on to that faith, because you never know how it's gonna turn out. And there are tons that you can go to your support system and you can ask them for advice, and they'd be willing to give it to you, my friends. You just have to listen, and you just have to find the courage to pick yourself back up and go for it all over again, my friends. Because when we go through these things, we have to look at it as this, that these are challenges and that there are lessons behind it, and that it's gonna pass just like everything else passed, my friends. So, my friends, surrender, have faith, call upon Mother, Father, God to help you through whatever it is that you're going through, my friends. Because when life gets challenging, my friends, you never know what gifts will be at the end of the tunnel, or be at the end of the dark time that you're going through. And the more you see that and the more you feel it, my friends, the happier you'll be. Try to, do your best to stay in faith and believe. And if you ever feel as though you're lost and alone, you're not, my friends. Mother, Father, God is not very far. Pray, whatever you need to do, my friends. In the meantime, this is Reverend Ruth on Star Your Bar with Angel Healing Ministries. We love you. Namaste, and we'll talk to you real soon. In the meantime, my friends, we love you. Namaste. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. We love you. Namaste. Thanks, and have a wonderful day and night. We'll talk to you real soon. Goodbye.